Welcome back, guys. So I found an interesting thread that interviews gentlemen from the 70s in Australia. And it's a news reporter going around, and she's asking them how they feel about women having the right to come into bars. I guess those might have been man-only spaces or men-only spaces at the time. So we got some interesting answers. Also, I got special guest Mark with me.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, let's get into this. Women being allowed in bars in Australia in 1974. So,
Well, that's met with no reaction. Do you object to me being served alongside you here, sir? Do you object to people like me walking in and having a drink here amongst you?
Well, that's not the objection, but I think myself that the place for women is the saloon bar or the lounge.
Why? What's wrong with us? We're not doing you any harm in here.
Well, I mean, if I want to talk or swear or something like that and there's a woman standing behind me, you can't, can you?
Why?
You just don't. You can't or don't. Put it that way.
All right, sir. I'm sorry I took your place, I think, when I pushed in.
you know, that's really interesting. I think the reasons that he gave were, they kind of make me think, you know, because I guess what everyone's expecting to hear is something just completely sexist or like they should just be at home or something.
Right.
So apparently there is a saloon bar for the ladies, but what he's talking about is being able to like express himself in a probably more disrespectful way and not worry about having women around, like cussing, which was probably a bigger deal back then. I'm trying my best to cuss less. And I almost sort of get that. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, when he said that, it's like it was a different time, but I understand what he's saying. Like it's different. Like when it's just you and the boys and you guys are able to talk freely and kind of joke around as you would normally.
Yeah, which is what we do.
Which is what we do. This doesn't mean it's harmful or anything. It's just it's different when there's a lady there.
Exactly.
You know, it's like,
and I'll tell you that happens to this day.
Yeah.
When I'm with my friends or wherever, and, you know, we say some pretty bad things, but like if there's a woman in the room, I swear to God, it's from like here and it's to like here.
Yeah.
And everyone just knows.
Yeah.
Nothing we even have to talk about. We just know.
Yeah, and it's like our friend group has like kind of dark humor sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like it's hard to like describe that. You know, like if there's a lady there and they're kind of buying into everything like at face value, it's like, no, we don't really mean that. It's just the way we are. You
exactly.
know? Then you're explaining yourself, and then it's like it doesn't work. You know, like
yeah, it just comes off looking really bad. So I sort of get what he's saying. Another thing I also feel like too. Well, maybe this will come later in the video. Let's keep watching.
Yeah, but you're not getting me.
You don't mind me being here, do you?
I do.
Why?
Because you don't shout. You're only drinking water.
Well, I'm drinking water because I'm working, but I don't mind you drinking beer.
So why should you be next to me?
Well, you'd feel happier if there was a man next to you, would you?
Oh, I don't know. I don't mind you.
It's just women in general, is it?
Oh, I love them all. I can say F's and B's and C's in here where there's only men.
You think women are going to be shocked by your language? That's why you don't want them in here, is it?
Well, let me put it this way. We put a restraint on ourselves.
You're afraid of women.
Let up.
Well, you must be afraid of us hearing your language.
Well, perhaps we're decent people and we don't like swearing in front of women.
What would you do, sir, if women walked in here en masse?
You know, there's something about it that I just feel like we've lost.
Yeah.
And it's almost something wholesome. It's like, I almost feel like those guys probably respect women more.
Yeah.
Than we do.
Right.
I don't know what it is. It's just like, man, like to the point where you don't even want to be seen cussing in front of a woman.
Yeah. It's like it's hard to explain. It's just like that level of decency of like, oh, there's a lady around. Like we don't do that around ladies.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it could be my mom, it could be like my grandma or someone's grandma or someone's, you know.
That same courtesy was extended even to women that are strangers.
Exactly. Right.
You know?
Right.
I don't know. It's weird. I know we're not going back. We're not going back. I'm not asking anybody to go back. I'm just saying.
What it was is this though, right?
Yeah.
Like,
And I almost can appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know, and when I look at these guys, I kind of get the sense like maybe they're married or like, you know, maybe it's different back then. They're probably around women more in their normal lives. So they're looking for a place to get away from them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
if you're married, I don't,
Yeah, the interesting thing in that last section was when she was asking that guy the question, he was about to like take a drink.
Yeah.
And then he had to stop, and like he looked so annoyed. He had to like
Yeah.
It's not that I don't like you. It's just I'm here to drink, man. Like I'm not here to talk to you. Like I'm here to like hang out with the boys. And quite frankly, when we are drinking, there are parts, when you're with a group of guys, there are parts of the drinking session where you're talking. There are other parts where we're just in the same room together. Like we're just enjoying the drinks, we're hanging out. We don't have to like be directly talking to each other the whole time.
Yeah.
We're just in there together, enjoying the experience.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just I just get the feeling that cuz you're a man, you got to run a household and you got to keep order there. Mm-hmm. Facing the chaos of everything outside of the house. And that gets tiring and taxing, and then you go to this place where ironically your role of a man kind of unwinds a little bit and you can be a little less of a man, but amongst other men.
Yeah, because they understand it too.
They understand it too, and everyone's just like, I've just got to come here after work or whatever and on the weekend.
Yeah, the fridge broke. I got to go fix that.
But the craziest thing to me is that now we go to the bars, and let's just fucking admit it. People go to the bars because they're looking for women.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going for whatever. But also it's because like, all right, there's probably going to be some chicks there, whatever. Men and women now go to the bars to like meet each other there. And it's just used for it just seems different now. Like the culture changed to like something completely different. I can't even describe it. Like it's just not whatever this is anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I would even say on the other side too, like the idea of saloon bars where only women go, that's gone now too. I mean that's become more of a shared space now. The bars, it's not. There isn't a place now where like only women go or only men go. Men go to salons too. Men go get manicures too, openly out there in the world. It's not. There's no. Even bathrooms now are kind of shared. Like there's no real like. For males, this is where we go. Or for women, this is where we go. It's all kind of like a shared space now.
Yeah, I didn't, the saloon bar is interesting. I never even thought about that. I mean, because we come from a generation that just doesn't know about that kind of stuff. Yeah. It's just interesting. Something about this is interesting.
What would you do, sir, if women walked in here en masse?
Walk out.
I'd appreciate it.
You'd walk out, would you?
Hey, my word.
If I come in here to enjoy my drink, I come in to enjoy my drink. I don't give a hang of who is here.
That's like, I don't know. That's just funny. I mean, you kind of talked to your point again, Mark, about just coming in there to enjoy the drink.
Yeah, I just
he just looks like he's like, what are you asking me right now?
If I could have enjoyed a drink at home, I would have done it.
Yeah.
But you can't. You got kids at home. You got the wife at home. Like,
yeah.
It's a good time. I'm not saying that's all bad, but like for a guy to just sit back and enjoy a drink, sometimes you just need to be in a different space.
Yeah.
Away from where all the kids are. Away from the, where the woman is, where the wife is.
And that's the thing. The thing is I feel like most of these people back then were probably married. And they live that life where they get the energy around them, and then they need to go and wind somewhere. But a lot of us aren't here.
Yeah, true.
Like there's a lot of people who aren't married now, or don't have kids, or don't have custody of their kids. So they're probably just mostly lonely. And the idea of going to a bar like this just to see guys, it doesn't sound fun.
Right.
Like anymore. I mean, if I had a wife, then I'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, what are you doing? Can you get away from the wife?
Yeah.
Can you meet me at the bar?
I got some time, man. Let's go.
Can we go to the pool hall or go, shoot bows? I can think of 1,000 things we could be doing. And then it would all seem fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you don't have that, then it's like, I don't know. I'd probably be in there not wanting to be in there.
Yeah, true.
But it's just the situation. It just shows a lot how the time is different. So... yeah, well, that's all I can really think about that. You got anything else?
I know. It's interesting, though. Interesting time.
Yeah.
I mean, even the 70s, in Australia, that was a big disco times. Bee Gees were, very, very famous. That would have been an interesting time to kind of visit, if I had a time machine,
Yeah. Yeah, my dad grew up in, like, 70s Paris. I always kind of
man.
feel a little jealous of that.
Yeah.
Like, what a time to be in Paris.
Talk about chic.
I don't
right?
want to go to Paris now. It's probably a disaster.
Yeah.
But, anyways, shout out to the people in Paris. All right, take it easy, y'all. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And just don't get mad at me. We're not going back. The cat's out of the bag. Everybody gets to be in the bar together.
It's fun. It's more fun that way.
Exactly. All right.